Hi, hello. What is up, guys? I just wanted to drop some encouragement for your week. I don't know you. I don't know where you're at in life, but I just wanted to remind you how deeply God cares about the little things that you care about and how he genuinely cares so much about you. And I just wanted to share, if y'all have been following me for any time, you would know that a year ago, Instagram actually threatened to sue me because of my Instagram handle, Instagram for Believers. Now, I have every screenshot and proof that I created Instagram for Believers long before Instagram had Instagram for Business. And so it's not like I came or created the account with ill intent. But it has been my name on Instagram for the last 13 years. And last year, Instagram decided that they were fed up with it. They had disabled my account multiple times over the last like 4 years at that point because they were claiming copyright infringements, that I was trying to pretend to be them, et cetera, et cetera. And so the final straw for them was back in July of 2024. They told me I had to change my Instagram handle or they were going to permanently delete my account. Now, to any other person, they probably wouldn't have cared, but this account is like my baby. I started this account again 14 years ago when I first started my walk with the Lord. And so there are countless devotionals written, messages between people that I now get to call friends. And it really upset me that I had been forced to change this name or lose everything. And I did not want to lose everything. I did not. It was just not in my cards. It wasn't something that I thought I could handle starting over. And so I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm done fighting with Instagram. I'm going to change my handle. And so I changed my handle from Instagram for Believers to just my name, which is My Unique Inez. And I remember literally crying about that. And to some people, it's like, it's just social media. It's not a big deal. It was a big deal to me, like incredible. And over the next year, I struggled because I just felt so lost. And I had so many kind people who meant well, it's okay, God, maybe God is trying to give you a new name and, God wants you to come from behind the gram, blah, blah, blah. And again, all these people meant well, and I'm sure it was great. But I really deeply struggled over the next year. I ended up losing so many followers because, again, you go from Instagram for Believers and it's like, who the heck is this My Unique person and why am I following them? Because I had never really put my name out there, barely showed my face. It was really on rare occasion. And so over the last year, I actually lost about 20,000 followers. And I'm not saying all of it is because of my name change, but I do believe a significant amount had to deal with my name change. People just weren't used to me because I was never a lifestyle influencer. I just wanted to encourage people. And so for a year I dealt with that. And so that's the backstory. About a month ago, I have been telling my husband that I wanted a new tattoo. Now, I'm not here to debate tattoos with you. That is between you and the Lord, but I do have 3 tattoos as of now. And the tattoo that I recently got, it's significant to me because it's the number 41. All of my tattoos are faith-based and have significant meaning of there's hope in suffering. I just think that even my account itself, I founded Instagram for Believers when I lost my brother to suicide. It turned into a whole platform of encouragement for other people. So I really loved this hopeful message. And so I got the number 41 tatted on me. Let me see if you could see it. It's blurry, but it's there. Shout out to Mercy for tattooing me. But I got this tattoo because I am in a really hard season of life, things that I have not shared online yet, but I wanted to get it as a reminder for me that hope is coming. And the reason that the number 41 is significant, just even in the Bible, is because a lot of times in the Bible, people struggled for a 40-day period or 40-year period. So when we think about the Israelites going through the wilderness, it was for 40 years. When we think about Moses going through his struggle, it was for 40 years. And even Jesus, when he's in the wilderness and he's tempted, it's for 40 days, 40 nights. But the significance behind 41 is that there is hope coming. So you can be struggling for 40 days, but take heart, day 41 is coming. And it was just really significant to me to get it. And crazy story is also, as I'm in this weird season of just going through a lot, I have shared on my platform that 2 weeks after my wedding, my job decided to let me go. And what's crazy is 41 days after I turned in my keys, which is a whole different story, 41 days after I turned in my keys, God gives me this idea as I'm driving home from one of my part-time jobs. And it's because I was really craving Teddy Grahams. Now, that's not something I normally crave. My mom used to give it to us as kids, like little snacks, whatever. But I was like driving down the street and I'm like, I really want some Teddy Grahams. And then I just kept saying grams. And I looked up and Teddy Grahams is Graham. And I was like, I wonder if, and so I said, I wonder if I can change my name back to Instagram, but spell it like Teddy Graham for Believers. Now, mind you, when I was forced to change my name, I tried to put anything close to Instagram for Believers, and Instagram would not let me do it. So when I was like Instagram for Believers, I was like, they might reject it and say it's too close to Instagram, and I'm not going to have it. But I tried, and I did it, and I was just like shocked, and I was like, oh my gosh, it worked. And I made this story post, and so many of you guys interacted because they were like, whoa, that's smart thinking. It was not me. It was God. It was the Holy Spirit, because I was like, Instagram for Believers. And so I was like, I'm back. And I literally just I was just like so excited and happy. And it's crazy because, again, 40 days ago, I was depressed because I had to turn in my keys because my job decided to let me go unexpectedly, and it just was not in my 2025 bingo card. And then literally on day 41, I get this Instagram username thing handed to me, and it's like, I didn't think of that a year ago. It was in the right time. 41 days after I turned in my keys, like, it's almost like God was like, okay, here you go. And then it's crazier because I think it was like a day or two later, marked exactly 1 year since Instagram forced me to change my name, because I did a post about it. I did a whole post about it and was like, oh my gosh, can't believe this. And so it was just crazy because I genuinely have just had so much peace about it and feeling very happy about it. And I feel very normal. It's weird to say. But it just showed me how much God cares about the little details. I've always been able to do content, always been able to encourage people, and I love that. But over the last year, it's just been it's been a struggle for me. And nobody gets it's because I want my name back. Like, I want what was mine, and granted, it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. And just sitting with the Lord and being able to look back at a year, I'm like, man, God cares so much about the little details of our hearts. And I think it's easy for us in our fleshly nature to just ghost by those things, like, oh, God doesn't care about that. God has bigger things to worry about, bigger things to think about. But like, we're literally God's children. Like, you are literally God's daughter. You are literally God's son. And that means he cares so much about you. He cares about the things that you're just like, I don't know what to do. Because I'm genuinely serious. Like, people think I'm crazy for wanting the name Instagram for Believers back, because it's like, you could just do content as you. You can brand yourself. I don't want to brand myself. And God knew that. And he cared so much about me, little old me, this random girl from this small desert town in California, that he would say, you can't have Instagram for Believers back, but here's Instagram for Believers again. And just knowing that God cared so much in that moment, I'm just telling you, it just like gave me so much peace in my heart. And I think so many of you guys need to be reminded of that too, that God literally, one of my favorite things about him is that he always has a ram in the bush. When we think about the story of Abraham having to sacrifice his son Isaac, he just wanted to be obedient to the Lord, and all of a sudden the Lord provides a ram in the bush. And so I don't know what it is that you're going through. I don't know what you're praying about. I don't know what you have been just like sitting with the Lord on. I don't know. But I'm here to tell you that God sees you, and that he loves you, and that he cares about the things that you care about. So stop knocking yourself, stop putting yourself down, and just being like, you know what, God, I really do care about this. Because you do. And it's okay, because God is a good dad. He's a good father, and he wants to love you and take care of you. But you have to let him. I don't know when your prayers are going to be answered. I don't know how it's going to be answered. But I do know that time and time again, God continues to show up for us. And so I just wanted to encourage you with that, because it's something that, again, has been encouraging me over the last couple of weeks. I hope you enjoy this little hope nugget. Be sure to subscribe for more things coming soon. I love you guys. I will see you next time.